Hi guys, this is Phoenix's 16-month update, and I apologize now for this horrible lighting. Hopefully you can see me good enough. It is snowing and just really ugly outside. I'm sitting in front of the window with everything open, but this is the best I can do right now. And it is nap time and it's just really ugly out. This is going to be a quick update. I don't have too much to update, but I just didn't want to skip a month of his updates because I like looking back on these. I actually didn't look back on last month's. I always try to look at that video before I make this video so I'm not too repetitive, because sometimes things are happening and it's just repetitive. I try to keep notes and as I remember things, but sometimes it gets repetitive. So anyway, I want to make this short just to make an update. I don't know his weight or height, but I don't think he's really grown much since last month. He did get sick last month. I actually didn't write that in my notes, but he did get sick this month, and it was just weird. He woke up one night coughing, and it sounded like he was choking on something, and then he spit up, and he just wasn't the same. So we took him to the doctor, and they said that he had an ear infection and was very, very congested. He had no signs of ear infection that I know of. There was nothing that I could tell. There was nothing happening that I could see that he had an ear infection. There was aside from that night where he woke up coughing like that, there was nothing else that gave me the sign that he had an ear infection. So it's crazy, because how do you tell, anybody out there, how do you know if they have an ear infection if there's kind of no signs for it? So the doctor gave him a nebulizer. We had to do that for a week, and his cough got so much better, really quickly. He barely had a fever. He got really hot, but that was it. And that was the day we took him to the doctor. But after that, he was fine. So he got fine really quickly. We gave him antibiotics for his ear, and this was the first ear infection he had, and the first time having to have the nebulizer. So he did good with it. He would kind of leave it. I would have it just around his face, and he would just kind of leave it there and have it and suck it all in, and he got better within that week, which was awesome. Nap time. He has only one nap a day now, for about, it could range from an hour to 3 hours. Most days it's right in between. For about a week, I keep saying today, I don't know why. For about a week he was doing 3 hours every day, and it was awesome because, as you might know, we're moving and I had so much to do, and I was also tired, so I would take naps. I would do stuff and get to take a nap with him. So it was awesome. Now he's kind of flip-flopping. I don't know what it's gonna be, if it's gonna be 1 hour or 2.5 or 3. So he's been ranging from 2, which is good. And then at night he sleeps through the night. He sometimes wakes up about 4 o'clock. It's give or take. I honestly think when we move and he has his own room, it will be so much better, because when he does toss and turn around 4 o'clock, he wakes me up. So I jerk up and move, and when he sees me move, that's when he'll stand up. Because there has been times that I have been out here, and around 1 o'clock he also kind of just grunts and moans and stuff, and I'm looking at him through the monitor, and he just rolls around and falls right back to sleep. So I think once he's in his own room and I'm not there, he won't see me move, and it won't fully wake him up. Once he sees me move, it's okay, Mom, get me out of this crib. But I'll bring him right to the bed with me, and he falls right back to sleep. So we've come a long way with the sleeping. I am 100% satisfied with it. I just hope that when we transfer him to his room, it all goes smooth and everything goes good. I just give him a bottle and he falls right to sleep, which I know eventually I would have to cut out the bottle part, slowly, but right now that's what works for us, so that's what we're doing. I know it's not the best thing to do, to have them in the crib with a bottle, but right now it works. Literally 9 o'clock rolls around and he's like pushing me towards the fridge. That's another thing he does now. He pushes you towards what he wants. If he wants, if he's getting cranky, he'll start pushing me, and I'm like, what do you need, what do you want? And he'll push me towards the fridge or push me towards the room, or if he needs a diaper change. So it's kind of like that's his way of communicating with us. And as soon as I show him the bottle, he gets all excited, runs towards the room. I give it to him, he goes and stands right in front of his crib. We give him his kisses, put him in his crib, and that's it. And that is the most amazing thing that has ever happened. I miss cuddling him and rocking him, but I get cuddles throughout the day, and it's just going to benefit him in the future to be able to just fall asleep by himself. So I will deal with it. I got tons and tons of months of putting him to sleep, which were hard, and cuddles. So I'll just take my cuddles at a different point in the day. He is talking a lot more. He tries to say words. If you tell him a word, he'll try to say it. He tries to pronounce things. A lot of the things we don't understand what he's saying, but some of the things you could kind of understand because he'll say it the same way for the same thing. Kind of like when he wants my husband to read a story again, he'll say again. It's like, so it's kind of like again, he's trying, and I'll say again, and I pronounce it good so that he hears it good and he can eventually get to that. So he does that with other things as well. So I kind of understand him, yet he's not pronouncing the words totally correct. He loves blowing kisses now. My sister used to do this to him through FaceTime all the time, and now anytime I just start calling FaceTime and he hears that ring, he's like, so it's so cute. And today he actually started doing it without that. I started doing the noises and he started doing it too. So I think that's super, super cute. A lot of kids blow kisses a lot sooner, but he never really was into it. He would blow kisses but not with his hand. His eating wise, he's here and there, he's kind of giving me trouble with certain things. I can't give him, he's not big on taking bites of things. I don't know if this is my own fault because I've always given him finger foods that he can eat, but if I give him something large, let's say a big piece of a banana, he won't just try to bite off a piece. He tries to stick the whole thing in his mouth. Only like there's a certain cookie that he does it with that cookie. So I thought that would kind of teach him, but it doesn't. Anything that's too big, he'll just try to put the whole thing in his mouth. So I still cut up all his food, put it on his tray, and that's how he eats it. As long as he's eating, I'm fine with it. I do still try to work on it here and there and still see, but if it doesn't, I'm not gonna force it right now. But I don't know why that is, that he doesn't grasp the concept, but he does with this certain cookie. He'll take it and take bites of it. I don't know. He's been pretty picky on what he eats. He has been loving grilled cheese. Oh my god, I said like 200 times. I'm gonna count when I edit this. I'm gonna count how many times I said and I'm gonna put it right here. So he loves grilled cheese, and he has been loving pasta with vodka sauce. Not vodka, like that penny vodka sauce that comes. One day we were eating it and I gave him some and he loved it. So recently I have given him the little elbow shells and I put some of the sauce on it and he just devours it. So at night I give him other stuff. The mac and cheese he's not wanting anymore. He's just refusing it as if he never loved it. And so when he refuses something else, then I avert to the pasta and give him the pasta because it's what he'll eat. So pasta and grilled cheese are like his number one things right now, and bananas, the fruits and stuff he's still good with, but food wise he's giving me a little bit of a hard time. I'm trying to get creative and find different things. Whatever he likes, I'll give him as long as he's eating. He has 3 bottles a day: his morning bottle, his nap bottle, and then his nighttime bottle. I have not tried again to take him off the actual bottle, because now, since we just started transitioning him to drink it in the crib, I'm gonna wait that out a little bit, and maybe I'll start with like nap time, giving him a cup instead of the bottle. I just have to find the right cup. So if you have any recommendations on what cup worked for you for your baby, please let me know down below, because the one I used, it worked, but it was leaking and it was a mess, literally. He climbs the couch like crazy now, but now I feel a little bit more comfortable. I've been putting the pillows on the floor around the couch just so that if I walk away, I feel more comfortable that if he gets down wrong, he'll be on a pillow. But he has mastered getting up and getting down pretty well. There's very rare that he'll like, get down the wrong way, but he gets on the couch and sits and watches TV. It's the cutest thing ever. Yes, sometimes he wants to jump or look at the lights from across the way, but he'll actually get on and sit to watch TV, which I always think is so adorable. He loves going outside. If we open the door and leave without him, he gets so upset, and it's so sad. It's been snowing and ugly out, so we haven't gone out much, but the other day when we were about to go out and I had him with his jacket and everything, I opened the door and he just gets so excited. He loves being outdoors and in the car and just on the go. He's such a little ham. He is trying to jump, like actually while he's standing on the floor, he's trying to jump up. It's so funny because yesterday he was doing it with my husband, and he was standing with my husband, and he like bent down and then just got up, but like did it fast, so his feet kind of did a little bit, and he finds it funny. So I think he's trying to master jumping when he's on the couch and stuff, and he jumps, he does it great. So I think he's trying to figure out that the floor doesn't give him that same thing. He has to do it himself, but it's so cute seeing him try to do it. He still has been loving books. He can sit there and look at books for hours. Since we're moving, I've been rearranging his toys and putting away things that he doesn't use anymore, and so I changed his toy bin to all his books, and I put all his toys on the side just because when we move and transition them, that's kind of how I want it set up. And so now his books are more out in the open, and he sees them and he just sits with them and opens all of them. He'll look through every page, put the book aside, grab another book, look through every page, put the book aside, and it's so cute. We're letting his hair, well, not letting it grow, but we haven't cut it. We were undecided about cutting it, and we were like, okay, we need to cut it before Thanksgiving. Okay, we need to cut it before this. And then everybody's been commenting on his curls and how cute they are, that we just haven't cut it. I want to cut it, but just like a little bit, like, I don't know. I love his curls like when he gets out of the shower and when it's freshly like done, but then when it dries up, or after, now that it's winter, we put a hat on him, we take off the hat, it's all like, it'll be straight here, curly here, and then like, so it's kind of like, I don't like that part of it, but when it is curled, it does look so cute. And I think I said this already, that when he wants something, he kind of pushes you towards it. So that's his way of communicating, which is getting to be really nice because I could kind of understand what he wants. He's also points at things when he wants them, like his puffs. I always have them kind of visible, and his water, I always have it down at his level, so whenever he's thirsty, he'll just go over to it and start drinking it. And I think that's so adorable. I know, I think everything's cute and adorable, but it just shows the transition of him changing into like a little boy and knowing what he wants and knowing how to let me know what he wants. There are times when he does get frustrated, like with the iPad, he'll get frustrated because he wants a different app, but he doesn't know how to do it. So he'll come over to me and he's just like, all frustrated, and gives it to me, and I'll change it to one, and that's not the one, so he gets even more frustrated. And then when I finally get the one, he yanks it from me, runs somewhere and sits down with it, and he's happy. So it's like a trial and error. But I think that's it for his 16-month update. I said this was going to be short, but I have a feeling it's not. And that's pretty much it. So our next update, he will be in his own big boy room. So stay tuned for lots of changes on this channel and new videos coming in the new year. And we are so excited for it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in our next video. Bye.